A natural, sheltered harbour on the Pacific Ocean, rich in resources and biodiversity, and with easy access to the Panama Canal. Buenaventura. This booming deepwater port is about to become Colombia's busiest, but few of its 400,000 citizens share in the prosperity. On the contrary, thanks to its location, the city has become a drug-trafficking hub. Armed gangs control the waterfront district. 2. The urbanos and the empresa are fighting a turf war with the local population caught in the middle, subject to extortion, kidnap and violent street justice for those who don't bend to their rule. Since March, the deployment of some 2,500 extra police and security forces has brought an apparent calm to the streets. But the relative quiet belies a hidden turmoil. The barricades erected between the communities may be invisible, but they're very real.
We can't move from one street to another because there's a risk of being killed, raped or abducted. Sometimes women can't go about their daily business or go to work because the guys have suddenly decided that no one's allowed on the street and they have to stay home. The masters of this world are watching closely who comes in. Who is that? Why is she here? What does she want? Is she an informant? The bride? You understand? Or is she a spy? That's the word they use very clearly. A boy in a school that I worked with disappeared last year. He was found dismembered. I saw my son's killer. This is very tough, because when you face the assassins of your son, it marks you for life.
Gloria, Mary and Maritza belong to Butterflies with New Wings Building the Future, a network of some 100 women who coordinate 9 associations operating in rural areas and the city of Buenaventura. Gloria leads courses at a rural school in Calima. She's a native of this area and coordinates the local women's group. For 30 years, she's been a social worker for these women. A mother of 2 daughters who are graduates themselves, Gloria is one of the founders of the Butterflies Network. She says its aims are
to support women in all circumstances, especially in times of violence.
Women in rural communities are frequently forced to move away by gangs seeking to control their area and who want to keep rival groups out. That's what befell one mother of 7 children. She finds it difficult to talk about her experience.
He took out his gun and put it to my head. He was going to kill me, but the gun jammed. I managed to hit his hand and the shot went into my foot. But he wanted to kill me.
With the bullet still lodged in her foot, she tells of how, a few months later, she was forced to move out.
It was small-scale harassment that forced us to move. I have a child who's been heavily traumatized since 2003 and can't even hear a gunshot without being scared. So we left for Buenaventura and found refuge at Coliseo de Cristal. They gave us a mattress and sheets. We slept on the ground for 2.5 months until we went back. The Butterflies Network gave me a lot because I needed so much. They were very kind.
Mary is another of the network's leaders. She says working with the women allowed her to fulfill her dream of being a social worker. Today she's visiting a workshop in the San Francisco district run by Fabiola, a leader of the Mothers for Life group. The participants learn how to deal with violence against women and hear about Law 1527, introduced in Colombia in 2008.
We have to continue the battle, to not let these husbands trample us, to put their feet on our heads. We stand up to them, say to them, "What's going on? I have rights too, the same rights as you. I see you're sad, but on my next visit you'll be smiling, okay?"
Since being forced out of her home in 2006, Marita has lived in the Vista Hermosa neighborhood, one of the most volatile in Buenaventura. Marita worked as a baby minder and had to bring up her younger brothers as well as her own children. At 36, she graduated from high school.
If a woman is beaten, I shouldn't criticize her. I have to help and offer my shoulder for her to cry. You can't criticize a comrade, you help them, support them. And you'll see in a few years, we're not the only ones sowing the seeds. They do it as well. Because what we do is sow the seeds.
The network's volunteers knock on doors, encouraging women to join their workshops. As they say, they sow seeds to grow the network. That was the case for Carmen, who suffered psychological ill-treatment from her partner, alone and in silence.
Mary became aware of my situation through a woman in the network. She came when I was most in need. I was close to losing my life. I'd attempted suicide 3 times. The butterflies were my salvation.
Gloria knew something was wrong with Cecilia when she didn't turn up for work. She'd had to flee her home with her 2 daughters after an attack by her husband. Her complaint to the authorities fell on deaf ears.
Often at these times, we women don't know what to do because we're desperate. And then to find a place where you get support and kindness, because at that moment we have no support. It's important. I'm grateful to the Butterflies Network because I learned that we women have rights that you can't use if you don't know about them.
The Butterflies are also working to get Colombian institutions to apply rights that have been recognized in law, particularly concerning gender violence.
Many people who suffer the scourge of violence will never go near an institution, mainly through fear, but also because they're totally unprotected. The network allows us not only to know, but also to get involved, and we engage with these people.
Here in Buenaventura, Maritza, Mary and Gloria want to build a refuge for all female victims of violence. The Butterflies Network has won this year's UNHCR's Nansen Award, and the prize money will go some way to help them realising that dream.